And we are so pleased this morning to be joined by an international superstar, multiple number ones, multiple top tens. We're joined this morning by Jewel. Thank you so much for taking time out to join us today.
I'm so glad you got that intro I wrote for myself.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, I got to start by saying, married to rodeo champion Ty Murray, living on a ranch in Texas, was it an easy move for you to start focusing on the world of country music?
I was raised on a ranch in Alaska, and for some reason was always really drawn to singer-songwriters that were really individualistic. So I loved Merle Haggard, and I really worshipped Loretta Lynn and Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, and that's really what caused me to want to become a writer. So I've been writing country songs since the beginning of my career. I guess it's always just been a real hybrid. It's always been a folky country type of thing, and a lot of my first hits, like You're Meant for Me, I think today if it came out, wouldn't even get a shot at pop radio. It would only be on country radio. So I feel like I've kind of continued to do what I've always doing, except now when I'm in a studio, I don't have a producer saying, hey, that's too country, we can't use the mandolin. I kind of just get to indulge in any of the instruments that I would like.
And what's it like moving from Alaska down to Texas? Is it a big culture shock?
It's different in some ways. The heat is really different. It gets pretty cold here in the winter and then really hot. I'm not used to that at all. And there's no mountains, so that's a little strange. But it's a giant state, which is nice. I like a lot of land and open space around me. And the people are similar in a lot of ways, real friendly. I like small towns and communities where everybody kind of helps each other and knows each other. And it's a great place to have a ranch. Alaska, our property wasn't that big. It was about 800 acres. But it had just natural, wild mountain country all around us, so it felt like I had 3 million acres.
Yeah, no doubt. Sounds like the best of both worlds, then.
Yeah, and so Texas, we have a big ranch. We have a 2,300-acre ranch, and it's nice. It's still a state where you can get a big chunk of land and really enjoy yourself and have some privacy.
So you've recently become a guest blogger with AOL and The Boot, and I've got to say we've enjoyed reading some of your blogs. And on behalf of radio announcers everywhere, let me apologize for how you were treated by a couple of different people in the radio industry. A little ridiculous.
Oh, it's sweet of you. I have to say country radio's been really friendly. It's been a very nice thing.
We're nice people.
We try to be.
So talk a little bit about, that and the fact that you're so forthcoming with those blogs.
I had a sort of difficult childhood, and reading helped me, and writing helped me a lot, and I really appreciated it when a writer would tell the truth. I think a lot of times artists want to seem perfect, and so they use their art in every interview to just sound immaculate. And for me as a kid, it just made me feel kind of more alone because I thought, I'm not perfect. And I appreciated writers that would show their faults, and so that's what I committed myself to doing, and I try and share as much as I can because when I was homeless for a year in San Diego, and I was singing in a coffee shop, and it was like the more I told the truth about myself, the more people seemed to, relate to me, and less alone I felt, and it seemed like the less alone they felt. So I've been really blessed that somehow that turned into a career, and it's something I've been able to continue today, and these blogs on The Boot on AOL have been really fun to get to share, stories that I can't really share just in songs.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say with blogging and Twitter and all the kind of social media, it's a whole other way to connect with your fans.
Yeah, amazingly, the internet is what broke my career back in '95. I just had a really hardcore grassroots fan base that said they liked me. And I wasn't a very popular choice for radio to play because I was so different, and it was very minimal and stripped down and very songwriterly. And radio stations didn't want to touch me, but they would call, nonstop radio stations. They call TV shows and spread the word, and it's really what broke my career.
Well, and I want to ask you a little bit, too, because you've sort of parlayed your fame into founding a really cool project called Project Clean Water. Tell us a little bit about what Project Clean Water is and how you came up with the idea for it.
Yeah, when I was homeless, I had bad kidneys, and I had to drink a gallon of clean water a day, and I couldn't afford it. And the tap water in the city was pretty much undrinkable. And I thought, gosh, the ranch I was raised on, you'd drink out of the creek. That's how we had our water. And it made me sad to think that people can't even drink their own tap water. And I thought, if we're having this problem in America, what's it like in another country where you can't even have access to bottled water? And I thought if I ever get in a position to help, I would. And amazingly, a year later, I was in a position to help. And in 1997, I formed Project Clean Water. And basically, I just fund wells in different parts of the country. I've funded it myself. I've put 35 wells in 15 different countries. My brother's helped me run it. And then now I'm partnering with Virgin Unite and Voss Water, and we're starting to kind of spread the word a little bit more, because I've never talked about it much. I've always been a bit shy about it.
Well, I think it's a fantastic idea, and good on you. And we're going to put your link up on our website at country929.com as well, so that we can spread the word a little bit. So let's talk about the country album and how much fun it's been to make that, and the singles out, Stay Here Forever and whatnot as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I really care about the craft of songwriting. It's something I've worked really hard to try and get better at my whole career, and I have to say I'm really, really proud of this collection of songs. 3 of them I wrote when I was 18. The rest are new songs. And I feel like some of my best writing, so I'm really excited for people to hear it. And it's just a blend of styles. It's really nice for me to be in the studio and not have a producer say, that sounds too country. I can finally indulge in fiddles and mandolins and a lot of the instruments that I love.
Well, we can't wait for the album to come out this summer, and it sounds like it's going to be a great one.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us today as well. And we've got the single, Stay Here Forever, coming up in a moment. Jewel, thank you so much, and all the best with the rest of your day, your career, and have a happy Easter.
Well, thank you, guys. You too. Talk to you later.